welcome to the 350th birthday party of the town of Mamaroneck. Now, we didn't know how smart John Richbell was. He seemed to be a little bit shady at times. But if you have time, go over there to the tent there, where you've got a whole historical thing on a television that Deputy Supervisor Phyllis Whitner put together, and you'll learn all about John Richbell. Welcome. Now, I'd like to invite up on the stage, I'd like to introduce our committee here. We have Christina Battaglia, Nancy Seligson, Jen Graziano, and Jack Coughlin. And I want to thank them all very much for all the work they've done. But I would like to invite up, pay attention now if you're an elected official, which you usually do. If you want to come up here, like, come on. The Mayor of Mamaroneck, the Mayor of Larchmont, the council people, Mr. Astorino, Mr. Latimer, come on up. This is your chance. Judy Myers, because the people don't want to look at us for too long. They want to have fun, so we better hurry up.
This is your chance.
This is your chance. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sing Happy Birthday to the town of Mamaroneck. Yeah. Okay. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear town. Happy birthday to you.
Dina is up there in the that cherry picker thing from TV. So if you want to be on television, wave to her up there. It's like being at Yankee Stadium and you think that you're going to be on that big thing. Nobody is going to talk for more than 30 seconds, so I've already done my 30. So now I will hand it over to County Executive Rob Astorino. Here he is.
Thank you, Valerie. Congratulations, Mamaroneck. What a beautiful town it is, including all the villages. This is a little piece of Americana here in Westchester County. I just want to say happy to be with you and congratulations and another 350.
Thank you. Okay, now Judy Myers, she's from the county too.
And in my opinion, this is the absolute best area of Westchester County. So let's hear it for Town of Mamaroneck. Happy birthday.
Now we can go to the state, which happened after the colonies. Okay. Assemblyman George Latimer, who's been serving us for a long time, he comes from the city of Rye. Okay. Here's George.
Well, I couldn't make it for the 250th, and I didn't think I was going to be around for the 450th, so at least we can all say we were here for the 350th. It's a great community. Thank you for letting me be with you as many times as I have. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Val.
Perfect. Okay, now we're going to have the mayor of the village of Mamaroneck, Norman Rosenblum.
The best speech is a short one, and you learn very quickly. Try not to speak after George Latimer. So all I'll say is eat, drink, and be merry, and happy birthday.
Very good. Now we have a special person, the mayor of the village of Larchmont, Joshua Mandel. He is also a fireman, so he was wearing two hats. He's a legitimate fireman who's allowed to go into buildings. He's active, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if you were making a statement about my parents or anything like that. So, well, Valerie, I want to say on behalf of the village of Larchmont, happy birthday to the town of Mamaroneck, and thank you for inviting us to be part of this wonderful day. Thank you, Valerie.
Thank you, Josh. Now, we have Judge Battaglia and Judge Brescia here. Who else do we have here? We have the village of Larchmont, we have Jane Eny, and we have Lorraine Walsh. Who else is here? We've got Ernie Odierna. And Phyllis, don't forget to go to her tent over there. Where are you, Phyllis? Well, Phyllis, Deputy Secretary, and now we have State Senator Susie Oppenheimer. But while she's coming up to the stage, I'd just like to get this over. This is a proclamation which mirrors proclamations that have been done for the last hundreds of years, and it says, to all residents of the town of Mamaroneck, a proclamation, and it comes from the mayors of the village of Mamaroneck, the village of Larchmont, the supervisor of the town of Mamaroneck, and the council people of the town of Mamaroneck. It says September 22nd, 2011 marks the 350th anniversary of the purchase from the Indians of the land on which we dwell. We are privileged, therefore, in this year of grace to celebrate our birthday. And then there's a lot of nice language. And then it says, we therefore declare 2011 to be our 350th anniversary year, and we call upon all our residents to mark this unusual event with appropriate ceremonies and occasions which shall record our appreciation of our past, our gratitude for our present bounty, and our hopes for a better life for us and our descendants in this year to come. So that's it. Thank you, mayors. And now, before we do anything else, I would like to ask Mary Louise Cox, our poet laureate, to come up. If Susie would like to say a tiny bit, she can.
Happy birthday, town of Mamaroneck.
What an orator, or is it oratrix? Now, if you went to other communities, people might talk and really get on your nerves, but we won't do that. We're going to go up to our poem, and then I will hand this back over to Jen, Christina, and Nancy, our wonderful troika that ran this setup for this whole thing. Okay, here's Mary Louise.
Can you hear me? Yes, this is good. I'll do it this way. Happy birthday, everybody, and I want to thank Valerie for inviting poetry to the town of Mamaroneck's 350 celebration. You didn't forget poetry, and I like that. Okay, I want to start by reciting a short, quick E.E. Cummings poem that I love and I think is very appropriate for this day. It goes like this. I thank you, God, for most this amazing day, for the leaping greeny spirits of trees, and for the true blue dream of skies, and for everything which is natural, which is infinite, which is yes. And then, just briefly again, I was reading through the town's history, etc., and I was thinking about all the energy and all the activity that's gone on in this place for 350 years. And then I thought about the places where people go for refreshment and for rest, etc., the beautiful green places. And I wanted to leave you with this one. It's called The Peace of Wild Things. It's under here. What is it? Okay. Let's do this. Written by Wendell Berry. Perhaps a lot of you know that name. He's wonderful. Okay. I go among the trees and sit still. All my stirring becomes quiet around me, like circles on water. My tasks lie in their places where I left them, asleep, like cattle. Then what is afraid of me comes out and lives a while in my sight. What it fears in me leaves me, and the fear of me leaves it. It sings, and I hear the song. Then, when I'm afraid, what I am afraid of comes. I live for a while in its sight. What I fear, in it leaves it, and the fear of it leaves me. It sings, and I hear its song. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Louise. We're so lucky to have Mary Louise as our poet laureate. Before I give up the microphone, which I'm going to do right now, I do want to thank Stephen Altieri, who's our town administrator, for giving us all the support over the year, this year and all the time. We also have our town attorney, William Maker, here, who lives in Harrison. So that's it for me. We want to thank the firemen, the policemen, and the EMS people for doing such a great job. And here's Nancy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for coming here today. I just want to let you know a few people that have been instrumental in putting this all together and working so hard over the past year. Number one is Jen Mangano. Thank you so much to Jen Mangano for being our chair and doing such a wonderful job and being such a pleasure to work with. Joe Russo of our fire department, who helped us so much with the parade and was awesome as the pitcher in the doomed softball game on Friday night. Rose Silvestri for the food, for organizing the food. Taylor Lee for designing the wonderful t-shirts that are on sale over on my right-hand side. Your $10 for a commemorative t-shirt. He did all the beautiful artwork for those and for the banners. To Maria Gallagher and Joyce Callahan, who've worked so hard at putting the entertainment together. To Maureen LeBlanc and Jennifer Conley for working with the libraries for us and organizing those events. To Paul Criazzo, our policeman who was the liaison to our committee from the police and helped us so much. To Matt Sullivan from LMC-TV, who helped put together all the video and audio that you're going to see today. Again, over to my left, there is a tent with a wonderful slideshow and video of the history of the town of Mamaroneck. To Lynn Crawley for all her help from the history side and all the historical work. And to Phyllis Whitner, who also helped so much with the history and putting the slideshow together. I want to thank the rest of the town board for being so supportive to all of us. And I want to thank all of you for marching and for doing such a great job and participating. And the highway department for helping us make sure everything's safe, for setting up. To sanitation department in the town, because all of this is extra work for everyone and we really appreciate it. So thank you, everyone. And now we have a wonderful surprise from Jack Coughlin.
Thank you. Thank you, Jan, Valerie, and Nancy. If I could have your attention for just a second, I'd like to find out who is the senior resident in the town of Mamaroneck here. We usually ask everybody to stand, and then we ask them to sit down, and the last man standing or the last lady standing will identify by holding up our hands. All those that are in the town as a resident 5 years or less, hold up your hands. 5 years or less. Okay, don't you hold up your hands anymore. 10 years or less, hold up your hand. Good. 15 years or more, hold up your hand. Oh, we got one right up here on the stage. 20 years or more. Well, less. 25 years. Anybody 25? Thank you. 30. Hold them up. Where? Hey, good, Judy. That's close to 30. 35. I see a couple out there. 40.
40 or under 40?
Hey!
I got 44.
44? Oh, hey, Christina. 45 or less. None. 50 years. Hey, you got a couple over here. 40. 50. You're in the 50 group. 55. Hey, right down here. 60.
Say 60.
All right. Hey, very good.
Your wife's gonna win.
Hey, Diane, you made it? 65. Hey, good. Valerie, our supervisor. 70. Whoa, right over here. How many more 70s? 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. Me. 77. Oh, Emmy Lou, how long? Okay, you waited. 80. 80. How many is 80? Bill Byrne over there is 80. And Alan Asher is 80, 85. No, 80, now 85. Anybody more than 85? Yeah. Emmy Lou Sleeper, stand up and take a bow, Emmy Lou. Our senior. And And I don't want to date myself, but Emmylou and I were in the same class in school, and we've known each other since we graduated in, well, we won't tell you how long ago that was. Thank you.
We want to give a special thanks to Christina Battaglia, too, because I don't know if she was thanked adequately. And I just got a message from Nita Lowy, who's stuck someplace in Connecticut at one of her relatives' 80th birthday parties, and she had to jump out from behind a potted palm, so she couldn't get here on time. So she apologizes, and she sends her best wishes.
I just want to add to Christina as well, because Jen, Christina, and I have worked together on this, and I have to say, Christina and Jen deserve all the credit, so thank them both very much.
And before the party begins, there's one more thank you that we'd all be remiss. The town of Mamaroneck in your final year of service, Valerie. You've left your mark on this town, and we owe a lot to you. So thank you.
This side? This side? Everybody together?
I was born and raised on Garrett Lane, and I am a Garrido. That was my maiden name. They just took the O off when they named the street. And I moved from there to here, and I've been in this house for 50 years, raised all of my kids here. They've all gone to school here. I watched all the schools be built, and we have a lot of memories.
Community. I live on Larchmont Avenue, over near the, I call it Restaurant Row, because there's so many restaurants over there now. It's wonderful.
Did you raise your kids here?
Yes, so 5 children went through the Mamaroneck school system, an excellent system. They all did very well.
We like to have parties to celebrate the town's birthday.
How many parades have you two witnessed in the years you've been here, do you think, Donna?
I can't even count.
I mean, I have a lot of great memories of growing up here, but I probably think most about playing soccer. I think we had one of the first girls' soccer leagues, junior soccer leagues, started by my mother, Janet DeMacy. But that's what I remember. I think Saturdays playing soccer with my friends. And I have great memories of Manor Park, too, in all the seasons. I think everybody here does.
Carter, Alexandra, Kara, Rain.
How old are you guys?
7, 10, 3.
I got another one. What's your name?
My name is Jack.
And how old are you?
I'm 12.
And where do you go to school?
I go to school at Homix Middle School.
Where do you go to school?
Midland, Murray Avenue, Eagle Hill.
Okay.
Where's Rain go to school?
Where do you go to school?
I go to school, Larchmont.
The town and the village are a community second to none. The sense of involvement, the sense of community is so strong here. And I think I'm just a very lucky person to have lived here all these years. It's got to be the best place, I think, in the world to live.
My favorite memory is growing up in Larchmont because my mother had a store in Larchmont for 27 years, Diane's of Larchmont. And So I grew up in the business, and we got to know all the people in the town.
And how about you?
My favorite experience in Larchmont was meeting Diane, which I did on Palmer Avenue, and I stopped her and said, anybody as good looking as you, I should know your name. And that's how it all started.
Nancy, I think it's amazing. I'm so glad to be here on this wonderful day with all different generations of Larchmont to see the young, the old, and the new. So it's awesome.
I love living here. I absolutely love living here. I think it's so convenient. A quick trip on the train to the city, a walk down to the water. You can't beat it, you know? An hour and a half ride up to the Catskill Mountains. It's perfectly located.
School together?
Well, we've actually known each other since 3rd grade. We were on the same block, so we were partners in crime from a very young age.
What elementary school did you go to?
Murray Avenue. Okay. It's very humbling, I think, to think that it's so old, and it was, you know, it's been here since before our, you know, country was formed. But I just love the whole sense of community being here, and just having all the ages. I also standing think here is just amazing.
And Jack Coughlin with the name tags, seeing how many years people have actually lived here, you know, many generations. So it's nice day.
Yeah. Well, the first memory I have of being in Mamaroneck town, I grew up down county in Mount Vernon, but I filed for my SATs in Mount Vernon late. And so they sent me to a different location. The location they sent me to was Mamaroneck High School. And I walked in, I didn't know anybody else in the room when I sat to take the SATs, and I was nervous about the exam, and I was nervous about being in this new location that I knew nothing about. Because when you're a kid, you know, you basically spend time in your hometown. So that was my first introduction to the town of Mamaroneck, taking the SATs at what was then Mamaroneck High School. I did okay. I didn't do great, but I did okay.
And I think this is just a great day for the town of Mamaroneck. It's a beautiful day. There's so much spirit here, and we all should be thankful that we live in such a wonderful community.
I have a fond memory that took place actually in this park when my children were very young. We used to come to the music evenings, and there was a jazz band here one night, and my son at the age of 3 got up and did some wonderful experimental jazz dance to it, and it's one of my favorite memories of him as a child.
They're just happy memories of a wonderful town that was very supportive, fun to go by water and see the beautiful harbors we have. It's really a very, very neat place and happy place to still live.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Donald Marsh, Mamaroneck's town historian. I want to wish everyone in the town of Mamaroneck happy 350 years young. We can't get to the future without understanding the past. In my left lapel is a button that was worn in 1961. It was worn by Bill Fulcher, and it comes down to me from all the historians that came after me, and I'm blessed to have a good mentor in Burton C. Megan. Thank you very much, everybody. Happy birthday, Mamaroneck.